Sometimes we feel like quitting everything. Life just becomes way too much. And trust me, I know what that feels like. Sometimes we should quit everything and choose joy. Roll with me. Let's see what that looks like. Welcome to the Rebellious Joy Podcast, where we're fighting back and choosing joy anyway. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. Hit that like, share, and subscribe button, and don't forget to comment down below. All right, let's go on this quitting journey together. Sometimes life just hits us back to back to back. The bills, the kids, the cars, your nosy coworker that always has something to say. And as many times as you get up and keep trying, everything just keeps getting worse. That urge to quit isn't weakness. It is your spirit flashing a bright red warning sign. You're in danger. You feel like you've been through the worst of it. And all your friends and family has to say is, you're so strong. You always find a way out. But at some point, we get tired of being strong. So our friends and family realize that in order to be strong, you have to carry heavy things. It's not a compliment anymore. It feels like, why? Why, God? Why me? Why now? Why always? I've been there before. I was sick of it, sick of everything. If you've been here before, you know I lost my husband a little more than 6 months ago. And I tried to get back to life as normal so I wouldn't break. But I broke anyway because I wasn't normal. And I needed to quit everything. There will always be people around you that understand the best they can what you're going through. And there will be people that don't understand at all. They don't understand why you're sad. They don't understand why you can't just get up and do the things you used to do. They just don't get it, but that doesn't make your feelings less valid. I went through that too. I had friends and family that were there for me. I had friends and family that thought I should just pick up and move on. Weird. But the beginning of your journey is to start choosing you. Yeah, over the job, over the kids, over the bills, choosing you. Because if you crack, none of those things are going to work. This might be your season to disappear. Now, you can't really disappear from your kids, but you can find quiet moments. And I'm going to get into exactly how I was able to do that. This go around, my son's 21 years old. The first time I lost a spouse, my son was 5. So of course, no getting away from my son when he's 5. I had to be an active mom. Now that he's 21, I do have a little more room. So take from each story what you need. 16 years ago, when I lost his father, my solitude was in the closet. I cried in there a lot. I sat in there just quiet, thinking, and then I'd come back out into the living room and sit and engage with my son, play with him, talk to him, feed him, bathe him, all the things that you're supposed to do. But when I needed alone time, I sat in the closet. This go around, my son's in college, so I actually have alone time in the house. I can kind of move about how I want to, so it's different. But I was still falling apart. Work started becoming too much. Life started becoming too much. So I Googled FMLA and if I could take it. And I could. So I did for 6 weeks. Depression is actually a valid reason to take FMLA. And your girl was depressed. I was at work on a Thursday and that was it. I reached my tipping point. I went home, sent an email, and woke up late the next morning. I felt free immediately. I was sad as hell, but I felt like I at least had the space to be sad. I didn't have to pretend that I didn't want to cry at work. I did want to cry all the time. And I did cry when I was home. I disappeared. I disappeared from work. I disappeared from friends. I disappeared from family. And I love y'all, mean it. But this was a time for me. I knew what it felt like 16 years ago dealing with that level of depression. And I did not want to go back there. But what I had been doing, just talking on the phone with friends or hanging out with friends and going to work, trying to maintain being normal, was not working. I was broken on the inside. So it was time to step back. I know it can be scary to let go of people for a season because you wonder, will they still be there when I come back? And let me tell you something. The people that love you will still be there when you come back. They'll realize that you were just in a season, whatever that season looked like. You were in a season where you needed to take care of yourself. And if they can't understand that, that's okay because you get to have you. Eventually, I knew I had to go back to work, and I wanted to go back emotionally prepared. Going on that joy journey helped me to come back with more joy, with more peace. Now, there are things currently while I'm at work that do irritate me and get on my nerves, but I'm handling it differently. I've learned how to just be more at peace and not get so riled up like I did before. There have been times at work where I see what's going on and I just walk away. One of my homegirls say, not my monkey, not my circus. And that's how I've been feeling. I just exit. I found my calm. I'm able to bounce back faster from anger, disappointment. I learned to look at the bigger picture. Is that thing so serious that I need to let it ruin my day or stress me out? We all know stress is a killer, but then we just let it consume us. I don't want that anymore. I learned how to smile more, like literally learned how to smile more. I didn't know how to smile anymore. All I knew was how to be sad. So I had to reteach my body how to smile. So yes, you should quit everything. But that doesn't mean quitting at life. That means quitting everything that's stealing your joy. Quit abandoning yourself. Quit saying yes to everybody but you. You deserve joy too. There was a time that I used to think that I should re-engage with people that have wronged me or talk to them because, what if they passed? What if I miss out on the opportunity to say, I love you or I'm sorry? And that is very true. But I always faced it outwards. And recently I started thinking, what if I pass? What life am I missing out on if I don't start saying yes to me? When you get on an airplane and they're going over the emergency instructions, they tell you, put your oxygen mask on first. Not your children, not the elderly, not the disabled. Put your mask on first. You know why that is? Because you cannot help anybody until you help yourself. I had to learn that. And I hope you learn that too. In everything, put your mask on first. Imagine how you'll show up in the world if you have helped yourself first. Imagine how you'll show up for your children, for your job, for your husband, your wife, whoever, if you're whole. So no, choosing joy isn't quitting life. It's quitting everything that steals the life out of you. After a while of intentionally choosing joy, you'll be able to bring joy with you. You'll be able to bring it into spaces that used to stress you out. But what does choosing joy look like? It means every single day you're going to pick something that makes you genuinely smile, whether it's walking, lighting a candle, taking a bath, going out to dinner, taking a trip to another country, whatever it is that makes you smile, that's accessible right now. You choose it every day. After intentionally choosing myself for 6 weeks, I realized I walk slower, I smile more, I feel more at peace. But it's a practice. It's a muscle that you have to build, but you have it in you. We don't have to wait to January 2026 to choose ourselves and to say yes to ourselves and choose joy. You can choose it now. This is your sign to quit everything that's stealing your joy and say yes to your new season. You deserve joy. Go get it. Stay rebellious, and I'll see you next Tuesday.